Okay, I'm glad you're here. Thank you. I was worried. I had my phone on silent. That's why I missed your call. I had it right in front of me, but I didn't hear it.
Yeah,
I didn't want.
I'm sitting here waiting. It's 10 what? And
No, we're both on time. It's just one of those things. Have you done Zoom stuff before?
Yes, I did. My number one, I did Passover.
Oh, did you like that?
Yeah, well, it was interesting. It was very different. It was very different. And then I've done meditation online from Berlin. One of my favorite meditation teachers is in Europe, and so he's been streaming back here as well.
Oh, wow.
Every week to do a wonderful meditation. And I do my other meditations with the Unplug that I belong to.
Oh,
so
great.
They've all been live streaming. So, yeah.
How nice. Okay. Yeah. We Goyim did the same thing. On Easter, we had a thing like that.
You Goyim?
Yeah. I think we had about almost a Brady Bunch checkerboard there. I think there were 9 of us online there, and we got to see it. So everybody was really excited about trying to do that, and it's usually the same thing. What? Turn that up. What? Unmute yourself. Little things like that. Yeah. So that's a lot of fun. Okay. Hey, Rosie, let me do an proper intro for you, and we'll get going here.
All righty. I
want to welcome you to. How do you do this?
Hi, Dean. It's ROSLYN Kind coming to you live streaming.
Isn't that nice? I couldn't even get the first sentence out just to introduce you. I want to welcome you all to the show, everybody. The day just got a whole lot brighter because my guest today has agreed to come back on and visit with me, this time in color, right there on your screen. It's ROSLYN Kind, to all her fans and friends out there who listen to her music. And she's been doing this for at least 50 years, right? Since the 60s. You had a nice album out.
Oh yeah. That long ago.
And that's weird. I'm doing the math. That must have been when you were like 6 months old, I guess, right?
Oh yeah, right. Exactly. I came out singing.
It's nice to get to visit you again. This time it's a video, and it's not as I'm not as smooth on video because number one, I'm a little self-conscious about how I look on camera and everything.
Aren't we all, though? Aren't we all? I mean, I put makeup on for you. What a normal day here, being hunkered down. This is not how I look.
I was gonna put. I have my mask over here somewhere. I was gonna put the mask on so you see. This is what we all look like nowadays when we go out in public. So. Have you been hunkered down in your place, or do you get out?
I have been hunkered down for a month.
Wow.
For a month. And I've been cooking. I've been getting delivery and cooking because I'm in an age bracket where you're supposed to be careful.
Yeah.
And so as much as I want to be out there and I want to, it's like it kills you not to be helping, but this is a very dangerous pandemic.
Isn't it awful to be going through that? I mean, to some people it's probably a good time for them to rest up, but you can't go out and enjoy the outdoors and enjoy life and go and meeting with people and going to restaurants and going to events that you like to. It's just everything's stopped.
Yeah. Well, you can meeting a friend and taking a walk. If you want to meet a friend to take a walk, he's got to be across the street. So and with a mask. So it's difficult, but we have to do what we have to do to conquer this virus.
Yeah.
And get rid of it.
Well, it's been fun seeing you out at a couple of events. The last time I saw you, I was with my wife, and we went to go see Eileen Graff's show where Harlan was performing. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and that's when I met you and a couple of other. I always like meeting you and he and the all those fancy friends that you all have, and it's a
fancy friends.
Yes, it's a lot of.
We're in the entertainment business.
No.
Too.
Yeah. I
understand that we're just American citizens too.
Of course. Yeah. I'm just being silly about that because I wouldn't be hanging around you all if I didn't admire you and a lot of the work you did and a lot of your talent. And that's why I try to, butt in sometimes at these things. It's really awkward for me to come up and say hi to somebody like yourself, because you have probably about 6 or 7 other people waiting to talk to you. And those things are, to an introvert like me, that's a tough thing to try to break.
What? I grew up being an introvert. I was very shy when I was younger.
Yeah.
Very. To this day, I'm not one that pushes myself to interfere in another conversation unless I'm included in it. I think that's just who you are. That's okay.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. I feel.
I come out of my shell when I'm on stage and when I'm sharing me with the people in the audience.
I think that's what.
When people say to me, "Oh, come on, do this," I say, "You know what? I cannot always be on. I am a human being. I am a private person. I'm a regular person. I wear a schmata on my head when I do laundry. You should see me when I'm cooking for myself." But I mean, we're just really regular people.
Does the schmata double as a mask when you go outside, or?
Well, no, I have a mask for outside. I have pink gloves. I got pink ones.
Yeah.
Brighten up the colors out there, but.
Yeah, well, it's nice to know, because I do know other performers, and they're painfully shy, but they come to life on stage or in other situations.
I think that's why a lot of performers go into the business.
That's the way.
There's a safety catch when you're on stage. It's not, you don't feel so safe on ground with with everybody else. Sometimes you back off, but on stage, the strong, that more what is the word I'm looking for? You're not it's not aggressive. It's just your more confident side comes out.
You get a little, I was going to say assertive, but you said more confidence.
Yeah, assertive, yeah. Assertive, confident, because gosh, you're here to see me and I just want to share with me. I want to just share love.
Yeah. And plus the love,
in their eyes.
Some people might be watching me talk to you and listening, and they hear me stepping on your lines there when you're talking. I don't mean to. I think there could be a slight delay in the thing, but or something, but that's just the way I am. I try to get my words out when they enter my head. Sorry.
Because sometimes if you don't, you forget what it was a minute ago, right?
Oh yeah. But the love you're talking about, that comes from the audiences that you perform in front of. And do you feel that love when you perform, and it's sort of a give and take with the audience?
Yes, pretty much so. Yeah, I love it. I love it, and and I just want to come to them with love. I just want to share what I have in my heart in a positive way. I want to lift their spirits, especially in times like this that we're going through. Yeah.
Didn't you tell me that you were? I'll use a word that you didn't use the last time, but we were talking about how you had sort of a spiritual, like a reawakening in 84. Remember you were talking about you finding yourself, and
I was doing a self-search for why I'm here, because my career was going up, down, sideways. I would get a great message to egg me on to keep on. Then something would happen that I'm saying, dear God, should I get out of this? What are you trying to tell me?
Wow.
And so I did a lot of reading on the New Age, and I came to realize that there's more to life than this one lifetime. I came to really believe that that's a truth. Meaning reincarnation, which a lot of people in my religion, Jewish, don't believe in, but I'm also a child of the universe. So I'm wider than just being Jewish. I am Jewish, and I love people, and I welcome people, but I have that other ingredient that is universal.
Right.
And I always had that, I think, as a child, because my father came from Tsarist Russia during the pogroms, and there was always fear, of others coming. He loved people, but if a man who wasn't Jewish came into my life, he got fearful that would be a marriage or something. Yeah. I was more welcoming. I remember years ago standing online to get tickets for Hard Day's Night with a friend of mine downtown Brooklyn, and we made friends with a young Black lady, and we had such fun talking to her. I invited her to my home. I didn't think about these differences. It was so different. So I've grown up that way, basically, because I was born and raised in Brooklyn, and we had a melting pot in Brooklyn, New York. But anyway, so I was doing my search, and while I was reading, I had the opportunity to have a past life regression. And that's where I found out the reason that I'm here, the purpose for my life. And it was very fulfilling to me to know that, because I was still growing towards it, and learning about it, but it made me feel good to know why I'm here. So I could continue on a path towards that reason. And then in 1987, I climbed Bell Rock in Sedona, Arizona, one of the major spiritual vortexes on this planet. And it was during the harmonic convergence where 144,000 people around the world went to spiritual vortexes and brought in the sunrise. It was the day that the planets were all in alignment, which does not happen often. And when
I remember that time. Yeah.
Yeah, it brings a new awakening. It brings a new way to look at things. It was almost like the beginning of the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
Wow.
You know, new way to look at things, to accept things and question things. And it kind of like when people discovered the earth wasn't flat, it was round.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow, what an awakening, right?
Right.
And the feeling around that mountain with all the people gathered around chanting the earth's vibration, all different chants, but in the earth's vibration, was the most incredible sensation of belonging to a humanity, a race of human beings connected on this earth, on this planet. And I came down from there and I had to write a song about it. But I found out, I totally forgot to tell you that my purpose that I found out during that regression was to heal. Because in that regression, it took me back to a lifetime where I was a man. I was in a turban and pantaloons and sandals. I lived in a stone hut. And at that moment in time that I came to, I was in a duel with another man over a woman's love. And unfortunately, she was too close to the action and she was the one that got killed. Oh, so that through all my lifetimes, I have supposedly been looking for that one love. But in my regression, word associations came out that was not about one-on-one love. It was like universe, harmony, love, goodness. It was all things about coming of together, healing. And so that was the day I realized that God gave me my talent to use to heal with my music.
Oh, beautiful.
So I wrote a song about that feeling after the climb on Bell Rock. I just had to. And I talked to my musical director, Michael Orland, and our friend Judy Quay, and she and I did the lyrics. She's very spiritual also, and she's into also the Salveggio. She taught me a lot about the Salveggio frequencies, which are the healing frequencies, and 528, which even, was it Hey Jude, was written in 528.
Wow. You knew that. I didn't.
No, they're, which is the healing vibration. It's the vibration. I'm not sure if it was Hey Jude, but it was another one, I think, that the Beatles wrote, and it was in John Lennon and Paul McCartney. It was in 528.
Wow.
So they knew about the love vibration way back then. You know, we're just coming to learn about it. You know, a little more of us in the masses. And music is going to be the way we heal in the future.
I think
it's going to be the vibrations and the frequencies that we listen to that are healing. Now, 528 relates to 444 instead of 440, which is a higher vibration. It's God's vibration. It's the love. It reaches people's hearts. But there are also other Salveggio frequencies that are for certain conditions that bring healing. So it's very fascinating. And so Jody and I wrote the lyrics. We would get together in one of our homes, Judy's or Michael's or wherever, and we would write. We'd just throw ideas at each other. I would say how I felt kind of, and where, you know, what I kind of want to say. And through several meetings over Chinese food and fortune cookies, we wrote Light of Love.
When you love somebody, it's like a mirror into your heart, and it's you and me giving light for all to see. I feel this moment touch a place inside of me where freedom soars through open doors, and once again I'm home. You pulled me close so I can understand Loving you is loving who I am. You're the light of love. Come shine your light through the darkest night, deep inside of you, waiting there to guide you through. You're the light of love. I can see you're searching for that someone you really are. Well, if you just let go, have you looked inside? You just might be surprised. If you free yourself, you'll know the way. Courage finds you and you're not afraid. You're the light of love. Come shine your light through the darkest night, deep inside of you, waiting there to guide you through. You're the light of love. To find the way of your heart, sometimes you must say goodbye and trust that time will take you where your greatest visions lie. 'Cause you're the light of love. Come shine your light through the darkest night, deep inside of you, waiting there to guide you through. You're the light of love. It's waiting there to guide you through. You're the light of love. You're the light of
And
Wow.
I did it years ago. I did it in like the early 90s when I put together a new age show, because at that time I was always meditating, and I've had out of body experiences with my dad's spirit, with my mom's spirit. And I wanted to do this show that would start, healing, songs about learning to love yourself, one-on-one love, one with a group, groups with groups, just a whole world connection throughout the, so it was all songs about coming together in many ways. And I announced it when I did a Geraldo show in that year.
Oh, okay.
Come on down to the Rose Tattoo, which was a little boîte down here in West Hollywood. And I was going to start testing out the material. So I was telling everybody to come. So the minute Geraldo's show went off the air, which was like a month or so earlier than this was first going to happen, they couldn't put the phones down. They were constantly ringing. Can't you hold her over more than a day? Can't you do this? Can't you? The people wanted to come.
Oh, wow. What a response.
And I did sing Light of Love on his show. But that was where I was putting it together. And then I did a bigger concert at the Roxy on Sunset Boulevard in West Hollywood. And it was a great evening, but somehow I don't think the masses were ready for the message. They loved it, but they didn't get it,
Yeah. It's a lot to take in. I'm awestruck right now listening to all this.
It is. It really is. And it's an important message because if we are to go on for a better future, we have to come together and we have to love each other. We have to come with our hearts. We have to come with our souls. We have to come with the good, the trust, get rid of the fear and the violence and misunderstandings. Learn to love other people, their differences, their cultures. Want to understand them. I still, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, so I had all kinds of cultural food growing up, and it's a joy to experience other people's backgrounds, and basically if you're spiritual, most religions are all based in the same thing: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Right. And darn it, we all desperately want the same thing out of life. We all have the same color blood. I don't care what you look like on the outside. We are all from the same light. The universal light is within our hearts. And we need to use it to come together, to heal ourselves, to heal each other, and to heal our planet back to where it should be, because God gave us dominion over that. And he wouldn't want us ruining it like what's happening now. Wow.
And Light of Love is how that was born. Fantastic. You mentioned back that the masses weren't quite ready for it. But have you considered that even maybe a few that witnessed all that, what you shared, was they probably took something away from it, and you just don't know because the rest of the people did, but there were probably some that caught on.
Right, there were some that were into the same. You always knew who you could talk to, who was on the same page as you.
Yeah, but you sort of got that feeling, didn't you?
For it. Yeah. They weren't ready for it, but and unfortunately, it takes these kind of things happening. It's unfortunate that we have to get a pandemic. We have to come to where there's such violence and terrorism and everything for people to come together. But you know what? It never lasts. Once the crisis is over, they go back to being like they were. No, we cannot do that.
Yeah,
we've got to learn from it, and we've got to stay straightforward, loving each other and helping each other. Everybody has value in this world. I don't care if you're rich or you're poor, you're middle income. We all have value. We all have a reason to be here. We are loving beings. We belong here. God put us here on this earth.
I like the part you mentioned very quickly that you were with Judy and you were having Chinese food. You remember the fortune cookie story that you told me?
The same, that we
go ahead. I don't want to spoil it. Go ahead, say it real quick.
We ordered Chinese food, and this one particular day, we love fortune cookies and opening them up. Who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
So we asked for a bag of fortune cookies, and they brought us our bag, and every one we opened had the same fortune. We called the restaurant. We said, "Excuse me, we need another bag. These all have the same fortune. What's going on here?"
How many cookies were in there? Hundreds, or dozens?
Not hundreds, a couple of dozen.
Yeah,
we were laughing.
But they all have the same thing in it. Yeah.
The same fortune. Whoever was making those cookies, the same day, maybe they do one fortune a day, and so they. I don't know. It was the weirdest thing, but we had a lot of fun.
After you did your search and your past life regression and all that, I guess was that all at the very same time? 84, somewhere in there.
84 into 87 into the 90s.
So those rest of those years, didn't you become sort of empathic to other people, that you could feel when they needed to be healed, or and that you could catch on to that?
I never understood it, but when I was a kid and I was working in a nightclub, and I sang at that time the song "When I Fall in Love." And
right.
This couple came up to me afterward and thanked me because my song made him propose.
Wow.
It got to where he proposed to his girlfriend. And I never thought, I said, "Oh my God, what a lovely compliment. I'm so glad, I'm so happy for you." And I started to look at that, but I never really understood it. And it's just so funny. But yeah, I feel that God gave me this talent, this voice to use in healing, bringing people together and having an effect in a positive way in people's lives. And I do. When I go out into my audience, I sense if somebody's not happy. So I can tell from on the phone if I'm afraid. It's the weirdest thing. But I've accepted it, and I just know that a medium once said to me, my God, she said the hair was, she didn't know who I was. She only knew my first name. It was 10 people being read. I was the second one she came to. And she said, oh my God, you're a healer. And you heal with your voice.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I've been told I've worked with the dolphins in Atlantis. My lifetime that I went back to in my regression was in Lemuria, which was the West Coast Atlantis. And it's, you know, it seems like a responsibility, but it's one, if God gave me this responsibility, it's a lovely responsibility to have.
It is.
Try to bring people together and to spread the love, you know.
That's
so
beautiful.
Important.
Just to remind people or to introduce people to who ROSLYN Kind is here. It's been a while since Barbra Streisand's sister, get it? That's ROSLYN Kind. That's Barbra Streisand's sister. I can't even say it because I'm trying to be smooth and pretend like I don't know this already. She released a new recording. It's been a while since she did that. She did that last year, and I got to play it on the show. It's called Save the Country. And Rosie did a fantastic interpretation of that, a nice rendition.
Thank you.
And that was with Light of Love, the one that she was just talking about here, is available now on CD Baby, and you can do it digitally on iTunes, Amazon, YouTube, Spotify, all those places that you get your music. Okay, got that out of the way. Shoot.
I won't tell you any more that's coming out. I have another one coming out about the world and healing too.
That'd be nice. Yeah, it'd be nice. You've been taking a while. You've been taking your time to perfect this, right?
I didn't want to rush into it. I want the music on this collection to be right. You know, I have a song that's my 11 o'clock song in my show that's about not letting somebody go that means so much to you. How to, you know, not let them leave. And another one that's very sensual and very, very romantic. But I have another one that's also about saving the world, and it's a cover of an Isley Brothers tune called Harvest for the World.
Wow.
It'll be very important for now also.
Such nice.
And then I'm going to pick some more. But I decided, what am I rushing for? People are nowadays releasing singles at a time.
It's true, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't even know where CDs are going to be in a while. So we'll do this digitally, and when I finish it digitally, we'll probably have the collection up, and I'll see about hard copies, or maybe just, you know, certain ones for when I'm performing, to if people want the hard copy. But
that's wonderful.
You know, but keep an eye out.
I will be keeping an eye out. Boy, you know, you try to make an album. If you release all these signals, we're not going to get to hear an album in 7 years or so before, as you do one each year. But I like your first song, and I like Light of Love. It's a lot different than the first one. I'm glad that you released Save the Country first. It seemed like it was a logical choice to. Yeah,
I came into my producer's office that day because of what we were going through as a country politically, and where we were heading, and it bothered me. And I've never been political. I've left that to my sister. I have never. 2015.
Boy, have you? She even last week or so, I think I heard her talking. But that's what America's all about. You get a chance to say that stuff, and nobody's.
That's why I say, when a lot of people say because she's talented and they love her talent, they tell her to be quiet. Why should she? She's just like you. She has a right to have a voice, and she's not. You know, she's educated. She's not coming from not knowing. Yeah. You know, and not caring.
And she's not. That's nothing new to her. I mean, back when she was doing Funny Girl, I think she was like that too.
And you know, and she has foundations that donate to areas where we need the help. You know, so she's a good person. She's a good person, and her voice should be heard. And in 2015, when I was watching where we're going and as we're going on, I got very distraught. And I in that election, I started yelling at the television. It's like, I mean, it really bothered me. And the more we went forward, I brought Save the Country, which was in my show, my New Age show. I brought it into my producer, Stefan Oberhoff, and I said, Stefan, I know we finished Light of Love, and that's the first one that's going to go out. But I need you to play this. I don't know if you know it, but it's so right for now. And it's a message we also have to extend to the world.
Yeah. Come on, people. Come on, children. Come on down to the glory river. Gonna wash you up chain. Want the people to sing. Babes in the blinking sun sang, we shall overcome. I got fury in my soul, fury gonna take me to that glory goal. In my mind I can't study war no more. Save the people, save the children, save the country, save the country. Come on people, come on children, come on down to the glory river. Gonna wash you up and wash you down. Gonna lay the devil down. Gonna lay that devil down. Come on people, sons and mothers, keep that dream of the two young brothers. Gonna take that dream and ride that dove. We can build a dream with love. We can build a dream with love. Come on, brother. We can build a dream with love. I tell you, we can build a dream with love. I got fury in my soul. They're gonna take me to that glory goal. My mind, I can't stand it more. No more. In my mind, I can't study war. No more.
Save the country, save the country, save the country, save the people, save the children, save the mothers, save the fathers, save the brothers, save the sisters.
Save the children now.
Save the oceans, save the rivers, save the forests, save the heartland, save the cities, save the planet, save the climate, save the seasons, save the ice cap, save the wildlife, save the dolphins, save the spirit.
And he certainly did it different. It was a little gospel, a little jazzy, and
You know, we had that wasn't an easy feat because there were so many covers on that song in the 70s.
Yeah.
So everybody did it. And so it's like, what do we do that's different, that's out of the box? How do you do a song out of the box
Yeah.
when so many people have done it? And that's what we came up with, crossing genres during the course
Yeah.
of the song.
what was the one you did a few years back? You did "It's a Beautiful Day." Was that the name of the tune
Yeah,
that you did?
that was originally on my first album on RCA.
Yeah. Another totally different genre. Very very happy. Only a few years ago, and that was a gentler time, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
It's a beautiful day, yeah. What a beautiful day, yeah. It's a beautiful day. Do 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 do. The sky is blue for just us two. We'll have our way on a beautiful day, yeah. What a beautiful day, yeah. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Everyone's swinging, love's in the air. Like the song I am singing, I'm happy with you, 'cause you love me too. Gee, how I love you. It's a beautiful day, yeah. What a beautiful day, yeah. It's a beautiful day. Do 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 do.
But I don't have the answer or why this is all happening, because everybody's just at odds. And we talked about this one time about how, people are just not treating each other nicely. They argue and they fuss and fight and they don't listen to each other or
and
respect.
a lot of greed and grab for power in this world, and they treat the little guy terribly.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a need for that.
That's always who loses is the little guy.
When I was a little girl, there were unions that fought for the workers. Workers were happy. I mean, I grew up in a middle-income family. We lived in a project that was like tens of, God knows how many buildings, all 6 stories, all 6 apartments on every floor. They all looked alike, And I got one new outfit, one new dress, basically, for the school every school year, and a pair of shoes. We had food on the table. I never thought about not having, or somebody having more, or I never thought about that. We were happy. People were happy, even in middle class or whatever, because they weren't denied. They could still afford to save. Like that generation was able to give their kids more. Yes. And now it's not working out that way.
Yeah.
Now they're not. Now this generation, and it should be getting better and better, not worse.
I'm with you I'm very, I keep my political bent out of the show. People are always welcome to come and voice whatever they want to. I never.
I basically don't shoot my politics out there. But things of bringing people together, or when people are being torn apart, that bothers me.
It does, yeah. And social media is it's fun, but then I get to the point sometimes where I go, it's like, social media seems to, I view like Twitter and even Facebook and things. So at times, it's like that little weaselly person on the playground who's right behind you going, he just called you a jerk. I'm cleaning up my language, but he's like egging on while you two are fighting, and then you look at each other. Well, why were we upset at each other? We just got mad at each other, and we don't know why, because these other people around there are just like cheering you on to be mean.
Yeah. You have to be realistic. You don't go for the hatred. You go for what you want to fix. Yeah,
exactly. And that sounds like a simple analogy I'm giving, but that's amp it up by 1,000. You find out that this is what's going on today.
You need more equality.
We're all suffering.
We need more equality. People being respected for who and what they are, and given the chances in life that we were given from our parents.
But through it all, you and I seem to be positive people. I see you as one.
Yeah. And that's what I want to spread. I want to spread positivity, but I also have to mention when things bother me.
Yeah. We're realistic.
Every day is a learning experience, Dean. That's why we take paths in life, and everybody's path is different. But hopefully you come to a place where everybody is better for the path they were on. They learned, they grew, they got to be better people. The planet got to be better and more fair. That's not asking a lot.
No.
It's asking for fairness.
This is so wonderful to talk to you again. What a nice message. Even though we're venting in some regard, but how can you not when you see all this destruction going on across, especially right now? I know it's tough being cooped up in your house, but you always wonder to yourself, when is this going to end? When are we going to be able to go out and love each other, touch each other? Because that's what we.
Exactly. I have friends. It's like, I want to, it's like, I would love just to see you. I'd love to, so thank God for Zoom. Look what we're doing. It makes it a little better. I was here for Passover by myself, and I had my sister and my family and close friends that we always have Passover with across the board on top, but we were all in our own homes.
Yeah.
I want to see people come together. It's like, when will we be able to hug each other, touch each other soon?
Exactly. God didn't create us to be all isolated in little bubbles.
No, he didn't. But you know what? Maybe this is Mother Earth and God's message, this universe's message, to stop messing with the earth and messing with its people.
Yeah.
Because we didn't take, with all the tornadoes and the earthquakes and the floods and all this should not be taken lightly. That's Mother Earth yelling back at us, and we weren't listening. Nobody was listening. The fracking is still going on. All the things that are disturbing the lovely places. Why do you want to disturb a mountain area? I mean, we as America are now beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesties above the fruited plain. Why would you take these places that people go to enjoy and give them to mining to dig up? Make them lousy and take out the poisons that are going to go into the water and poison the water, when these are places for people, especially people who aren't affluent, don't go all over. They want to visit their country and take their kids to see these lovely things. You're messing with our air. You're messing with our water. You're going to kill off the population, and pesticides and foods are hurting children's brains. No, this has to be righted. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Stand up and be counted. I got you. I hear you.
That's not right.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe God had to hit us back in this way.
That's
to wake people up.
I'm glad that I'm glad you're showing emotion. I don't mean to make you, I didn't mean to, now I sort of initiated that, but I didn't mean to bring up bad things. I was thinking, you know, it's like our mother nature lost her temper and yelled at us. And now she's going in a room and she wants to heal up and rest.
Now she's saying, time out, folks, time out, time out, and think about what you've been doing. Think about how you're leading your life. Think about how you are with others and how, you know.
Yeah. And
it's not always work, and success and push. And breathe. Take time to enjoy your friends, your family, the earth, the air, the oceans, the streams. People used to do that.
Oh, my heart goes out to you. Thank you so much for sharing all that. Now now you breathe. Take a breath.
I'm going to breathe. My friend, whenever I get overly excited, my friend of mine says, pink. Because he says, what brings, he said, the color pink.
Yeah.
Brings to me. For him, it's blue. For me, it's pink.
Yeah, that you touched me. I'm not showing the emotion in my face, but you got me right here in the feels, as the kids say. You got me in the heart there. But what a nice time. I'm still enjoying the visit with you, even though we got a little bit off on a rant. And how can you not? You can't bottle this up all the time. But
you can't put aside what's happening, what's evident in reality now. People are having to deal with it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I pray for everybody to heal. I hope that, because when we get out of this, I really hope we have something good to go back to, because it's kind of scary.
You know what? I don't know whether we'll be back to who we were before, but hopefully it'll be better.
Yeah, it won't be the same.
People will have learned, and they will bring back their learning and come together in a better way. I pray for that. I ask God that every day. I thank him when I get a parking space. Now I don't have to worry about it these days, but I mean, so yeah, I'm hoping we become better for it.
Yeah.
It's just horrendous, all the lives that are being lost that should not have been lost.
How have you been doing with those, your live appearances? Have you done much of those before all this happened? I mean, but were you kind of...
It's before this all happened. I was in Florida and I did 2 concerts. And basically, I've been still in the studio. I'm doing a couple here, there, and whatever, and I'm trying to figure out how can I be out there more, because I don't have the equipment here to get myself to do something, on Zoom.
Yeah.
That's bigger than what we're doing or whatever. And I had somebody write to me, are you going to do a Zoom concert? What? I don't have the equipment and I'm stuck here at home. But
they'll probably convince you could do it just like you're doing right now in your your foyer, your living room, wherever you are. I can't tell where you are, but you're somewhere in your house. An undisclosed location here. So
undisclosed. Unidentifiable.
Yes. But it's nice getting to see you one-on-one there. It's really nice to finally do that. I used to do this a few years back, but it wasn't quite I didn't do it on Zoom. Zoom didn't exist back 5 or 6 years ago. So this is nice, and you look lovely. I'm glad that some people don't like being on the camera.
You know what? Every time I did, this is the second one I've done that I made up for, put makeup on and stuff, because I've not been doing any of that. And like I said to you, I look like a house lady when I'm home by myself.
A washerwoman? Is that something like that?
I'm not into being something grandiose or better than I am. I am Rosie. So when I'm on stage, and I look the part. And when I'm home, I'm just like you and everybody else.
Right. I can't stand up tall enough to show you, but I'm not wearing sweatpants or anything like that. I'm wearing I'm wearing real clothes.
Right.
It gets me in the work mood because I want to just sort of lounge around and do nothing when
it's
if I'm
difficult because people are so boxed up and they don't want to get dressed and they don't want. You have to do something to keep yourself alive and knowing that life still goes on. There's
some special thing that you're involved in, and a lot of your friends are involved in. I know you told us a little bit in the beginning. Could you tell us real quick what this? It's called Nutrient Soak, and it's
Soak, and it's made. She's worked with the military and she's worked in hospitals throughout her career, and she's worked with doctors on this product. And basically, it's made with. It's something that they even used in NASA. The ingredient types things that when they were in space to stay healthy. But it's filled with antioxidants, which is what keeps us healthy. I know I take antioxidants even by my mouth, in vitamin form. I have an immune system thing that I drink every day that creates glutathione in your system, which that's the most important antioxidant, which is also in Nutrient Soak.
Yeah, wow.
So one of the most important antioxidants to keep yourself well and healthy. And so what it does is you can take a bath in it, you pour it in your bath, or you can soak your feet. It'll come into your body, into your system through the pores in your feet. And it helps to keep you well and energized and fortified and help you relax. And during these times, people are so stressed out. They need to relax. And the people on the front lines, she has donated 50,000 packages of Nutrient Soak to the frontliners. And what she's doing is going after all the businesses, big and small, and we're here to help her shout it out, to please donate what these frontliners are in need of to keep them working well and staying safe and happy and helping them to get some recovery time in between because they're working 24/7 every day, every week, every month with their life on the line. Not only are they there for the patients, but they're also there sometimes because the families can't be there. And so they're having to be the angels when somebody's going.
That's right.
An emotional drain, and some of them can't go home to their families. So whatever big and small businesses can do to chip in, and if you go to her website, do you have her website information?
I do have it. It's nutrientsoak.com. Simple. If you can spell nutrient and soak, you can do it.
And there will be the list of what they say they need, what the frontliners want.
Yeah.
We can all, the businesses, let's help them out. My gosh, they have our backs and our lives are not on the line. We're home. Because that's what we're being asked to do, stay home so that, until we get this solved. So, I wish I was a scientist who could come up with an answer,
Yeah.
But we have to do our part, each and every one of us. And so whatever businesses are out there, please go to Maggie's site for Nutrient Soak and find out what's needed and contribute as much as you can.
By going to that site, it'll be. She made it easy for you, so that you're not questioning. Well, what do I do? What do I do? She gives you a list of things, right?
Right.
Great. That's so wonderful. Yeah, and that's what it's all about. We got to help each other.
That's right.
Some people, it's a tough. Not only are those frontline workers, they work a lot. They put in their time and their effort, but they're exposed all the time, and they have to really protect themselves. And
right, and they're still lacking. It's gotten better, but they're still lacking because they need to change those things, the gowns and the daily.
Yeah,
you have to wear them over and over.
Have you seen some of the things that they have to, they have to get into a clean room and put it all? It looks like they have a spacesuit on because every part of their body is covered, so they can.
Some of them don't have the spacesuit.
That's correct.
Remember when they brought back somebody that was away and they came with Ebola?
Oh yeah, about 5 years ago they had something like that.
They came. He was in a locked chamber. They flew him home in, and everybody around him was in like spacesuits. And when they brought him through a portal to get into the hospital, where nobody could get, it was like all, draped. It was more than draperies because I'm sure it was like antiseptic. Get him through to the room where he had to be alone. right? He couldn't, and you had to wear masks to go see him. But they brought him in, and I guess, it was a her or him, I can't remember, but they did it methodically to protect everybody. We didn't get a spread. We didn't get, and this was not watched over. This was not nobody took it seriously in the places it should have been taken seriously. And we are the public. We don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
People who were given the messages needed to take care of this, and they didn't. And
it got out of control, like in one of those movies, the scary movie.
It's so sad, but that's what we need: leaders who are on the money, taking care of the people, who, when they hear this, they listen to the scientists, they listen to the warnings, they don't dismiss those who are in the know and claim that it's all up here, because it's not. Just like none of us can say we have it all, right?
Correct.
We can contribute in one way or another, but none of us are everything, and nobody in this country is a king.
Okay.
You've got to care about the masses.
I don't want to. I'm being careful. I don't want to stir you up again and get you mad.
No, I'm okay.
Because I'm used to seeing you so happy and so.
I'm happy. I'm just upset that we're going through this pandemic. It probably did not have to happen.
Yeah, we all are.
I'm sure there's more involved in PCI, but those who needed to take care of it and be a step ahead of it put us behind the 8 ball to where, we are now. And thank God, I say thank God for the governors. They're the leaders.
Yeah, they're stepping up. Let's not go too far, but because we have to find a peaceful way to transition out of this that we can all be together.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I'm not going against it. I'm just saying we all have to come together, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Federal, state, whatever, and do what's right for the country, do what's right for the people. And we have to help our allies who are going through the same thing.
Exactly. Wow. Wonderful time I had talking with you, even though we had this weird subject matter to deal with. I know, believe me, everybody's going to want to hear this, both of these songs that you've had so far, called Save the Country and Light of Love. Totally different subject matter. One, Light of Love sounds a lot, so much hope, and you can be at peace when I love listening to it. It's nice.
Stefan did a phenomenal job with the arrangement, and I played drums on it too. I played instrumentation, and it's like a fun project working one-on-one instead of a big record company behind you. You're doing what you want to do, and you get the sounds you want, and you take the time that you need to take to get it done right and to put the message forward. And I just want to breathe positivity into everybody. If I could just breathe. It's not, it's not about attacking somebody. It's pushing the button to make things happen correctly, to do the right thing for all involved, everyone involved. In every meditation that you do, you start to make it right for everybody involved.
Was Light of Love the one song that you wrote?
The only song I've written.
Yeah. How's that feel that you now have something to call your own? I know, was it Judy wrote the lyrics with you, or?
Yes, we were the co-writers on lyrics, and Michael did the music.
And Stefan is involved in this too?
Producer. Yeah, he did the arrangements and produced the records with me. Yeah.
How far do you two go back, Stefan and you?
I discovered Stefan when he was working with my nephew, and when I heard what he did with my nephew Jason, I said, this is the man that needs to do Light of Love, because that was the song I was concerned about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was very special to you. Why not? I mean,
and he's done marvelously well with everything else too. Brilliant. He's brilliant.
Oh, the proof is in the pudding. You just listen to the instrumentation, how he produced it and everything. So it's.
And you know what I love about all these people? They are good people. They're spiritual. They want good things, and positive, good people.
So what time are we? Wow, we've been talking for an hour. I don't want to overstay my welcome. You've been so wonderful to be talking with me. You're on time. I'm on time. People didn't get to see. We couldn't even connect. We're going like Zoom. We're going like Zoom. It's not working. He's not there, and she's not
good at it either. I'm not good at technology. I need help with it. It's not one of my things.
But you really are as it says in your bio, you are a dynamic and multi-talented entertainer. See, I almost screwed that one up too. even though it's true.
No, thank you.
Well, okay, Roz, let me, now that we've had all this, this emotional roller coaster that we were on just a minute ago, people that are, let's say people who are artists in your biz, singers, songwriters, that's what I do on the show. I like to give them an uplifting message, and because we all get into bad moods or just moody, up and down. And you wonder sometimes, as I'm doing all this, is it worth it? Do you have any kind of parting shot for these people to remind them of the kind of person that they are and to be positive? Because that's what you've done.
People in my business, you mean?
People who are just, artistic people and creative people who love to do, make music and act.
I think a lot of them are trying to do that. I think they're out there. They're doing their bit. They're doing concerts out there for the people who are stay locked up at home. They're giving towards getting supplies. They've made positive moves. I think basically, what was the song Anne Frank said, the line, basically she thinks all people are good at heart. We just got to get it. We just got to get it working.
That's a winner. We're talking about being positive through a bad time.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, ROSLYN. You're just so wonderful. I just wish I could come over and see you again and meet you at one of these fun
I'm sure
celebrations.
I'm sure you'll have that chance again when we have gotten through this time. I'm sure there will be many more concerts and events that bring people together.
You know what Diana Ross used to say, someday we'll be together.
That's right.
Yes, we will. Well,
thank you very much.
Yeah, God bless you. I will talk to you another time, and thank you again.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye, Roz.